Hello, my ninja warriors. What's up? Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So, today we are going to do CYQs of straight lines chapter. But before I dive in, I just want a confirmation, a green signal that whether I am perfectly audible and visible as well. Okay, all right. So, I can see people joining in. Uh, Vishant, what a name. Different name. Okay. And it's so cold here. And yes, very less people today, huh? What happened? Straight lines, not a good chapter? All right. Anyway, I hope that students are going to watch the recorded version of this video. Yes, hi Rishi, how are you? How is everybody doing? Hi Janani, how are you? Keep joining, and the moment you enter the session, you know what to do. You have to smash that like button. I can see Madhukar. Okay. Austin, then we have Nihil. Okay, Nihil, welcome to the session. Keep joining, and the moment you enter, you know what to do. You have to smash the like button. Good morning. Hi, Abo. Hello. Okay. So, I don't know, I am not sure how many of you are coming to my session for the very first time. If at all you're coming to my session for the very first time, this is my brief introduction. My name is Namrata, and I have over a decade of teaching experience in both online and offline. I have taught in various institutes as well in my offline era. Okay, and one of those is extremely like reputed, and you can say that is the beginner institute, one and only OG institute, and you can actually see the web series also related to that. So I have taught in that institute under the guidance of a very good teacher. Okay, yes. uh, Good morning. I have to go to school. Okay, you guys are having school as well. All right, so we are going to quickly start today's session. We are not going to waste a lot of time. Okay, yes. All right, okay. Straight lines. You know what straight lines is all about? Understanding the algorithm. Okay, see, there are two things in straight lines. There is a slightly different method or different approach in solving straight lines questions. Some people find it really hard to cope up with straight lines. How many of you feel actually that the straight lines is the difficult chapter, ma'am? Rest everything I am able to do, but straight lines question, I understand the concept, everything is nice, but I'm not able to think about it, or maybe I'm not able to solve questions. To all of those who feel straight lines is slightly tricky or difficult, or I am not able to solve such questions, here is the ninja tip for the coordinate geometry, all the chapters, especially straight lines. Okay, and the tip is you have to read the question, you have to plot the diagram nicely. Okay, and then rather than solving anything, think about the algorithm. What exactly do you want, what exactly do you have, and how can you reach from what you have to what you want? Okay, so that steps automatically should get clear in your head. Once the steps are clear, not top to bottom, end to end steps are clear, then only you can start solving the question. Okay, sometimes it may happen that 100% algorithm is not clear. Sometimes we just calculate certain things and then it strikes that okay, now I know what the solution is going to be. That is also absolutely fine, but keep that in mind that it is not about calculation. Straight lines is all about algorithm. Focus on the algorithm, focus on end to end approach, end to end flow. Okay, I'll show you, do not worry. Ninja ma'am is here. One by one practicing we are going to do. Okay, and one by one practice we are going to do, and you will understand it nicely. Yes, good morning. Good morning, Kanaga. Okay, all right. Now one more thing, the notes of this particular class will be shared in the description box, and that is very much linked to Ved AI. Okay, yes. Ma'am, is Vedantu crash course enough for the preparation after solving VYs? Absolutely, yes, definitely. That's how we have designed. Okay, chalo, let's start with the very first question back to back. We are going to solve. Okay, and we are not going to take a pause. This session is going to be absolutely fruitful. And you know what? As I always say in the morning, when you do 10-12 questions from a chapter, okay, you understand it nicely, at least you understand 80% of the session, then also, you know what, the start of the day, you are starting it here, so that your day will be like either this or this, okay. All right, so your day will be very productive. That's why I feel that these morning sessions are so much useful, and I'm just continuing this, okay. All right, so I think today is going to be the second day of mathematics of this week. Tomorrow onwards you will get chemistry, you will start chemistry, 2 days chemistry and then 2 days physics, so that we are also balancing, right, PCM balance. Let's talk about this question, my dear students. Let's understand this question nicely. Geometry. Let area of the triangle formed by straight line L. Okay, let me do this. Let area of the triangle formed by a straight line L with coordinate axis be 48. Oops. 48 square unit. Okay, so let me plot the diagram, what they are trying to say. See, this is how the situation looks like, and this is how your line will look like. And this is what the area. This area is nothing but 48, okay. Now area of this triangle is half into base into height. For that we need this coordinate and this coordinate, right, okay. So that means I need x-intercept and y-intercept. X-intercept I am going to get if I put y is equals to 0 in this line. If y is 0, clearly x-intercept is minus c, and here if x is 0, okay, y is going to be minus c upon b. All right. Now area is given as half into base. So this is c into height. So c square by b. Modulus is already there, is equals to 48. Okay. So c square by b is nothing but what? 96. Modulus is also there. So first half of the question, I guess we have decoded. Easy peasy, not a very big deal. Now if the perpendicular drawn from the origin to the line L makes an angle of 45 degree with the positive x-axis. Now understand, from the origin, if I am going to draw a perpendicular, okay, this thing, and this is 45 degree, okay. All right, now tell me one thing, whenever 90 degree, this is a ninja tip of the day. In straight lines, you know what, majority of the question is all about that angle between two lines is 90 degree, and hence m1 m2 is minus 1. Do you remember, right? So can I calculate slope of this line, so slope of this line, my dear students, is what? Y2 minus, so minus c upon b whole upon, this is c, okay. So this is minus 1 upon b is the slope, correct? Minus 1 by b is the slope of this. Now as per this, you know what, the slope of this would be negative reciprocal of minus 1 by b. See, if this is minus 1 by b, this is going to be the negative reciprocal of minus 1 by b. So m is equals to b over here. And you know what, because m is b, you know that 45 degree, that means slope of this line is 1 as well. So from here we are getting b is equals to 1. The moment your b is 1, you put b 1. So your c square is what? 96. Okay. So b is 1, c square is 96. So 1 square plus 96 is nothing but option D. Now tell me, this is the very first question we have done in straight lines. Do you think that this question is difficult? Yes, I can see. I can see Anant. Yes, Anant has already done that question, and you know what? Dhanishwar has also done that question. Okay, so you know what? Some things are actually very powerful in straight lines. One of those things is m1, m2 minus 1. Okay, majority of the question you will feel that yes, m1, m2 minus 1 if I am keeping in mind now. So then, because you know what? See, this thing, I think this thing to so many students will be able to do. But understanding that, okay, there is a 90 degree involved and let me do m1, m2 minus 1, very less students. Only those who are actually finding 90 degree, like, okay, who are actually finding 90 degree, that if there is any 90 degree. Rohit Kumar is saying, ma'am, last part I didn't understand. You are not understanding last part Because you do not know this trick. You do not know this trick. Let me tell you. If two lines are perpendicular, okay, and the slope of this is minus 1 by b, correct? Slope of this line is minus 1 by b. Then slope of this line would be what? Negative reciprocal. Negative reciprocal of this would be what? B. Now multiply these two. Are you getting minus 1? Yes. What does that mean? That these two are perpendicular. Okay. So this is the trick. Or if you want to go traditionally proper method, what you can do is, see, slope of this line is m1, ma'am, and slope of this line we are trying to calculate. So m1, m2 is equals to minus 1. Okay, m1 I am putting minus 1 by b, m2 I want to calculate, it is minus 1, minus minus cancel, and eventually m2 is nothing but b, ma'am. So this is what we are doing, but you know what? We are actually trying to skip some steps so that we can save the time. For that, we need to know some tricks, some drills. Okay, otherwise we are going to get stuck in the traditional method. So what we did is, these are the 2 points. We have calculated slope. Slope of a line, I hope you know, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. This is how I have calculated. So minus 1 by b. So slope of this line is 1 by b. Since this is 45 degree as per the question, slope is 1. Okay, b is 1. Now the moment you put b1, c square will be 96. Let us move on to the next problem now. Okay. Alright. I hope now you're getting it. Let ABC be the triangle such that equations of the lines AB and AC are given. Okay. Alright. So now what we are going to do is ABC. A, B and C. AB equation is given to you, which is 3y minus x is equals to 2. X plus y is equals to 2. Okay. And the points B and C lie on the x-axis. B and C are lying on the x-axis. Okay. So this is your x-axis. X-axis. One by one. Okay. Draw the diagram neatly. The more good you're going to draw the diagram now, more clarity will be there. X-axis. Okay. And the points B and C lie on the... If P is the orthocenter of the triangle, this is your P. Orthocenter means meeting point of altitudes. Okay, that we are going to tackle a little later. Area of triangle PBC is what they are asking for. Okay, first of all, please understand, since B is lying on the x-axis, okay, and B is lying on this line as well, right? B is lying on AB. So let's put y is equals to 0 over here, because on x-axis y is always 0. So y is 0, so x will be minus 2. Here also if you put y 0, so this is 2 comma 0. Okay. Alright, and this is your A, correct? Now this is your BC. Okay. Alright, now this is your point P. Now the next part is, the next thing is, we need to calculate orthocenter. How are we going to calculate orthocenter? Think about it. How are we going to calculate orthocenter? Okay. So now, to calculate orthocenter, you know what? I just want the two equations whose intersection point is P. Now tell me, what is P? Orthocenter. Orthocenter means meeting point of altitude. So what I'm going to do is, I am going to write the equation of line this, which is altitude number 1. So equation of altitude 1. Altitude 1. Can I write altitude number 1? Equation of altitude number 1, ma'am, is actually going to be, so clearly the slope is 0. So slope is infinity. Slope is infinity, that means what? Y is equals to something. Okay, so I am just looking for this point. Okay, point A, we can actually calculate. So you add these two, x cancel, 4y is equals to 4, y is 1. So altitude 1 is y is equals to 1. So this is point line y is equals to 1. Line perpendicular to x-axis is what? Y is equals to something. We calculated why it is 1. So that means point P. P is nothing but what? Something comma 1. Okay, now how about this line? Okay, so for that again, I need to write another equation, right? Can I write BP, altitude number 2? Altitude 2, okay? Altitude number 2 equation, ma'am, hold on. Point I have, okay, point I have. Slope of this line, can anybody tell me? Slope of this line, slope of AC. Slope of AC is -1. So slope of altitude number 2 will be 1. Remember, 90 degree perpendicular. So slope of this line is 1. And you know what? It passes through -2, 0. So y minus 0 is equals to 1 x plus 2. Okay, y is equals to x plus 2. This is altitude number 2. Now, the moment you're going to solve altitude 1 and altitude 2, you're going to get point P. Okay. So, clearly you put y is equals to 1. Your x is going to be what? Y is 1, right? Hold on. I think a line perpendicular to x-axis is going to be x is equals to something, right? Okay. So, this is wrong. Okay. All you have to do is y is equals to 1 so is there, but the moment y is 1, your x is 1. So here x is equals to 1 is the equation, not the other way around. Hence this is 1 and this is not 1. Now x is 1. Okay, my mistake, my bad. This is x equals to something. Na? Now x is equal, so x is already 1. You put x is equals to 1. Y is going to be what? X is 1, y is 3. Is it? 3 comma y is 3. Yes, 1 comma 3 is the point. 1 comma 3. I think now we are done. This point we have got 1 comma 3. So now I think 1 comma 3. So this is your 4, my dear students. And you know what? 1 comma 3. So this is your 3. Correct or not? Perpendicular distance y. 3. So 3 and 4. So area is what? Half into base into height. Okay. So this is 6. 6 is the answer. Option D is absolutely right. Let me have a look. And what are you saying? Yes? Yes, x is 1. Thank you so much. Okay, this is the second question. Let me know in the comment section whether you find this question as alpha, beta or gamma. Yes? Alpha, beta, gamma means that alpha means, ma'am, absolutely easy. I think doable, absolutely doable. No issues at all. Beta is slightly tough or slightly lengthy. I can do it. Maybe it is requiring more conceptual knowledge, or maybe some thinking is required, or maybe some solving is required. All those questions will come under the category of beta. Gamma is something you have no clue about. So alpha, beta, gamma, tell me, you will categorize this question in which category? Okay. Another question, a little textual. Yes, Anant is saying to alpha, ma'am. Ramu is saying beta. Ashmita is saying beta. Okay. Somewhere between alpha and beta. Okay. All right. Now, see again, I am telling you, straight lines question mindset is very different. One by one, try to plot everything nicely. Do not rush. If you're going to rush, you won't be able to do. A, B, C, 3 points will be given. Okay. So let me plot this. Okay. -1, 1. So -1, 1 will be here. 3, 4. 3, 4 and 2, 0. All right. Okay, this is C 2, 0 and A -1, 1. Right, B is 3, 4. Everybody is able to see this diagram? Yes, A, B, C. Ma'am, after C, the answer, it looks easy, but in starting, it looks hard and I don't know how to approach it. No issues. Don't worry, Kanika. Do not worry. See, just keep solving questions and after the question, think about it, whatever you are doing now. In starting, it looked easy, but after solving, in starting, it is hard. After solving, it is difficult. It's fine. It's fine, but do not forget to analyze this. Okay. And you know what? Think also about what exactly was in that question that you were not able to think. If you are able to figure it out now that, ma'am, this step I was not able to think actually. So eventually the next question will come, you will be able to think that thing. Okay. Yes. This is something which not so many people can do. Now what they are saying is y is equals to mx. M is positive. So I think this is the line. Let me change the color. Y is equals to mx with positive slope is there. Okay. Intersect lines AC and BC at point AC. So this is point P and Q respectively. This is P and this is Q. A1 be the area of triangle ABC. Okay. So I think triangle ABC area so we can calculate, na? Not a very big deal. We've got all 3 points. And triangle PQC. Now this is the triangle I will be looking for. Okay. Right. So A1 and A2, and this is the information which is also given. Find the value of M is what they are asking. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I am focusing on PQC first, because you know what, ABC area so I will be anyway calculating, right? 3 points are there. I'll be able to calculate ABC area, don't you think? Okay. All right. So that we can do. That is not an issue. Now PQ. Okay. So this is y is equals to mx line. Everybody. All right. Now this point over here. This point over here. Can I assume a point? This point P is x1 comma mx1. Okay. Y is equals to mx. If I put x as x1 comma mx1. This is x2 comma mx2. Okay. Now what we can do is we can actually start with A1 and A2. So A1 area, my dear students, will be half x1. So 2 0 0 x1 y1 0 minus 1 1 0 and 3 4 0. Okay. So clearly A1 will be what? 1 by 2, and this is going to be 2. This is, sorry, not, this is not 0. Last row is 1 1 1. This is what the formula of area of triangle looks like if 3 points are given to you. Yes, x1 y1 1, x2 y2 1, x3 y3 1. Now 2. So this is 1 minus 4. 1 minus 4 is minus 3. So minus 6. Plus, this is minus 4 minus 3. So minus 4 minus 3 is minus 7. Okay. So this is going to be what? A1 is going to be, modulus is also there. Please do not forget. 13 by 2. This is your A1. Correct? Okay. Now similarly, what we are going to do is we are going to find A2. Okay. So A2 is going to be what? Half is there. Determinant. Now 3 points. So again 2 0 0. C is common. 2 0 0. X1 mx1. This is 1 1. X2 mx2, and this is 1. Okay. Let's solve. I think now it's clear, right? So 1 by 2 is already there. 2, okay. mx1 minus mx2, okay. 2 is already there. Plus 1 time, this is what? m2, okay, mx2, x1. So this is going to be x1 into mx2. So, yes, m will be common, and this is what? x1 x2 minus x2 x1. x1 x2 minus x2 x1. Yes or no? 201. Hold on. x1 x2. Yes, this is 0 anyway. Okay, done, done, done. So this is coming out as A2 is coming out as what? M x1 minus x2, modulus is already there. M is anyway positive. This is your A2. Now as per the question A1, A1 is what? 13 by 2 is equals to 3 times M x1 minus x2 or x2 minus x1 mod. Okay. This is what we are going to get. Okay. Now, can we actually get one more thing? X1 minus x2 is given to you, right? Now the next thing is all about how come we can think about x1 and x2. Okay. For that, what we need to do is we need to find the equation of AC, and x1 comma mx1 we need to satisfy in that. That's it. Okay. So equation of AC, can anybody help me with AC equation? Yes. So ma'am, AC equation is what? Y minus 0 is equals to slope and x minus 2, and eventually 1 minus 0, okay, upon minus 1, so minus 3. So y is equals to this. Okay. Now what we need to do is put x1, basically satisfy x1. So x1 will be what? Understand. This is going to, and y will be what? mx1. Yes. mx1 and x1 I have satisfied. Okay. So from here, I can actually calculate the value of x1. Okay. So mx1. So this is minus 3mx1 is equals to x1 minus 2. Okay. So this is going to give you 2 is equals to x1, 1 plus 3m. Okay. x1 is what? 2 upon 1 plus 3m. x1 is what? 2 upon 1 plus 3m. Okay. So let's put the value. 13 by 2 is equals to 3m. Value of x1 is what? So value of x1 is 2 upon 1 plus 3m. Okay, minus what is x2? Okay, so the value of x2 in similar manner, if you're going to calculate, it would be 8 upon 4 minus m. So 8 upon 4 minus m, and this is closed. Now can you see this whole thing is only in terms of m. That's it. M is right there. Just solve it and get the value of m. Slightly tough question, I would say. See, this is what we have actually gotten. A1 is the area, which is 13 by 2. Yes, ma'am. Okay. A2 is the area, which is this, m times mod x minus x2. Okay. Now we have calculated AC equation and satisfied m1, mx1 in that. x1 comma mx1. And let's talk about BC in a similar manner, x2 comma mx2. Okay. So one by one, we are calculating AC equation and BC equation, right? Satisfying what? Again, satisfying x1 comma mx1, so that we've got this. And similarly, x2 is this. Okay. Now plug in the value over here. Mod of x1 minus x2 is this. Solve it. Keep on solving. You will realize that your mod x minus x2 is 13 upon 6m. Correct? Okay. So now just solve it, because this is nothing but, clearly if I go back, what we have calculated is, yes, this. Clearly mod x minus x1 is what? 13 by 6m. Okay, 13 by 6m. 13 by 6m, and this should be equal. That's it. 13 by 6m, and this should be equal. So if you equate this and solve it, you will get a quadratic equation, and then eventually your m is 1. Okay, all right. And you know what? You don't have to solve it completely. All you can do is here, you can actually put m is equals to 1. See, the options are pretty simple. So m is equals to 1 if you can put. This is the simplest option. If it is satisfying, take it. That's it. No need to solve it as well. But if m is equals to 1 is not satisfying, then though it's very difficult. You can't put 2 and 3 and 4 by 15. But you know what? Sometimes easy options satisfy. Oh, it is satisfying. Take it. Okay. So that's how this third question, I think this is going to be beta, somewhere between beta question. You know what? So this is going to happen. Please do not get scared. 2 questions were at least doable, right? Directly find using relation given, ma'am. Yes, that's what we did, right? Okay. All right. Some questions in maths are very lengthy. See, understand. Not every question you will get a shortcut. If every question had a shortcut, are you going to tell me that then the maths would be the easiest subject of all? The cutoff of maths should be 70 plus, insanely high than physics and chemistry. There is a reason why maths cutoff is the lowest of all. Okay. So please understand that not every question you will get a shortcut. This is not the nature of the subject. Okay. All we have to do is we have to focus on whatever shortcuts we are having, whatever short tricks we are having. Let's apply those shortcuts and eventually save time for these type of questions. That's what the agenda should be. The agenda should not be that I am looking for every shortcut for every question. Okay. So you are looking for JEE shortcut only, ma'am. One day, can I score 99 percentile in one day? Morning to evening, 24 hours? No. Ma'am, we normally take P and Q point as x1, y1. How did you take mx1? Because the line is given, y is equals to mx. If I am assuming that x coordinate is x1, tell me that y coordinate will be what? Y is what? mx1 only. Right? y1 is what? mx1 if it is lying on the line. I hope that this is clear now. Okay, now this question not very difficult. Okay, let's see. Fourth question. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta is an integer and let A, B, C, D be the vertices of a parallelogram. Okay, now we have a parallelogram A, B, C, D. A is what? Alpha comma beta. B is what? 1 comma 0. C is gamma comma delta and D is 1 comma 2. Okay. Now AB is given as root 10. This is your AB, which is root 10. Okay, one by one we are understanding. Points A and C are lying on this line. Line is also given. Then this is what we are looking for. Now hold on, understand. See, this is also a diagonal and you know what? This will be the midpoint of both BD and AC. Correct? So midpoint of BD, can anybody calculate? So midpoint of BD 1 plus 1 by 2. Okay, midpoint 1 plus 1 by 2, 1 only. This is the midpoint. And this is 1 comma 1. 1 comma 1 is the midpoint, correct? Now what I'm going to do is again, this is also midpoint, right? Alpha plus gamma by 2 is 1 and beta plus delta by 2 is equals to 1. So alpha plus gamma is coming out as 2 and beta plus delta is also 2. So clearly this is 2 and this is 2. Okay, alpha plus gamma, sorry, not this. This is 2 and this is 2. 2 plus 2 is going to be 4. Okay, 4 into 2, option A, 8. I think this and this were of no use. This and this were of no use. Can you see? Option A is absolutely right. So now see, some questions are easy also. You can't say. Okay, who was asking? Sashmitha. Sashmitha, please understand. Now this is a learning. The previous question I also agree is difficult. So that's what you have to understand, that in mathematics, do you have to solve each and every question? No, absolutely not. And that's the beauty of this subject. Out of 25 questions, if you are able to solve 12 questions, half of it, 13 questions, 99 percentile is yours. Okay. Alrighty. Perfecto. Chalo. Let's start. Another question. Yes. Understand now. A point is given to you, B point is given to you, C point is given to you. Denote the centroid. Okay, these 3 points is what? Okay. Can you see centroid, circumcenter and orthocenter is given to you? That means this is a clear-cut question of OGC. OGC. How many of you OGC ratio? I have taught you, huh? I have taught you while teaching straight lines. OGC ratio. O is orthocenter. G is centroid. And C is circumcenter. Okay. Orthocenter. So orthocenter is given kya? Yes. 3,4 ma'am is orthocenter. Centroid. Please remember the order. Okay. 2:1. Yes. OGC ratio is 2:1. OG. Remember OG. Original. You write Gen Z lingo. Okay. So that's how you can remember. G. Centroid, my dear student, is A, B. Okay. And next is what? -6, -8. Okay. All right. Now this is going to be what? All right. So now this is going to be, let's find out. A, section formula. 3 into 1, 3. Okay, x coordinate. 3 into 1 minus 8 into 2. So minus 16 upon 3. So A is going to be what? Minus 13 by 3. Similarly, B. Okay, so B will be what? 2 into minus 8. Oops. This is minus 12. Minus 9. Sorry, this is minus 9. So minus 3. Yes. B. For B, this is going to be 4 into 1 minus 8 into 2. So 4 minus 16 upon 3. So B is again minus 12 by 3. So this is minus 4. Okay, minus 4. So minus 3 comma minus 4, everyone. Points are wrongly marked. Shiva Prakash is saying, is it so? Points are wrongly marked kya? I don't think so. points are wrongly marked? OGC ratio. Oops, yes, absolutely. Ortho center is -6, -8. Okay. And this is 3, 4. Oops. Thank you. -3, -3, 4. Ortho is what? -6, -8. Yes. -6, -8, and this is 3, 4. So I think now we have to redo this. Let's do it. It's not a very tricky thing to redo it. A is equals to what? -6 plus 6. A is 0. And similarly, -8 plus 8. 0, 0 is your centroid. Okay. Now that your A and B are 0, this point will be what? 3, 5. So 3, 5 distance from this line measured parallel to another line. Now this is another question which is also not a direct question. See what they are saying, the second half of the question, that 3, 5 is there, okay, and this line is there which is 2x plus 3y is equals to 4, and you are looking for distance between this point and this line but measured parallel to another line which is x minus 2y minus 1. So this is x minus 2y minus 1 is equals to 0. Okay, this is that line and we are measuring parallel. So this is what we are looking for. Now there are multiple ways to think about this question. Okay, multiple ways to think about this question. See, 3, 5 to we know. Can we actually calculate this point? How to calculate this point? So this point calculation is very easy. Why? Because this line I have. Yes, ma'am. This line, ma'am, this line so you do not have. Can we calculate equation of this line? Ma'am, hold on. Calculation of this line. Yes. Point is there. And you know what? Slope of this line. So this line will be what? These two lines are parallel, no? Because distance we are calculating along this line. So this has to be parallel. X minus 2y is equals to C. Now put 3, 5. 3, 5. So 3 minus 10 is equals to C. C is going to be minus 7. So this is going to be x minus 2y is equals to minus 7. Okay. So now we have to solve this line. Okay. To get this point, x minus 2y is equals to minus 7. Okay. Just solve these two. And you know what? What you're going to get is x and y both. So x and y you can get. How will you get x and y? If I multiply 2 and subtract. So this is what? 7y. And this is what? 4 minus 14. 4 plus 14. 4 plus 14 is what? 18. So y comes out to be 18 by 7. And x similarly. And you just solve it. The moment you're going to solve it, 17 root 5 by 7. This option C will be absolutely right. Okay. All right. So this question also done. All right, next question. Let's have a look at the next question. This is the question. Okay. If the point alpha comma 7 root 3 by 3 lies on the curve traced by segments of this line between the coordinate axes. Okay, all right. So this is a line which looks like this. Now, if you are looking for x-intercept, because you know what? Segments between the line, between the coordinate axis. So this is what we need to know. This point and this point. Okay. So you put y is equals to 0. So 7 upon cos theta, comma 0. And this 0, comma. Now put x is equals to 0. So this is 7 upon sine theta. Okay. Now midpoint. Can anybody talk about midpoint? Midpoint will be what? 7 by 2 cos theta, comma 7 by 2 sine theta only. This is your midpoint. Okay. And alpha comma 7 root 3 by 3. Alpha comma 7 root 3 by 3 lies on this curve. So we can equate it. Okay. Now is the time we should equate it, and that's it. I think we are going to get the answer nicely. So if you equate 7, 7 cancel, right? And sine theta I want to calculate. 7 by 2 sine theta is equals to 7 root 3 by 3. 7, 7 cancel. Sine theta will be what? 3 upon root 3 and 2. This is your sine theta. Okay. And what about cos theta? Okay. Cos theta is what? Cos theta from here is 7 by 2. Cos theta is alpha. So 7 by 2 alpha is equals to cos theta. Okay, this is sine theta. Now square and add, you're going to get the answer. Yes. Hold on, can I do one thing? Can I rationalize it? Root 3 by root 3. So clearly root 3 and 3 gone. So root 3 by 2 sine theta. If sine theta is root 3 by 2, then you know what? Cos theta will be 1 by 2. So that means your alpha should be what? 7. Yes, alpha is coming out as 7, option B, and even the quadrant is also given. First quadrant, everything is positive. This is also an easy question, I would say, alpha question. It's just that if you have confidence on the practice of straight lines, you can still do this question. Okay. All right. Absolutely. Yes, Praveen, you're absolutely right. Okay. All right. Now this question. B and C with the 2 points on the line y is equals to minus x. See, this is y is equals to x and this is y is equals to minus x. 2 points B and C. B and C are symmetric with respect to origin. What does that mean? So this is your origin. So this is your B and this is your C. Basically BO and OC are equal. That's how it is going to be symmetric, right? Suppose A is the point on the line this, such that ABC is an equilateral triangle. Now please understand, ABC being an equilateral triangle, that means your point A, see, your point A should be lying on the line perpendicular to this. Because of the symmetry, first of all, understand if A is this, okay, if you drop a perpendicular, in equilateral triangle, perpendicular is the median. Altitude and median are same thing. Okay, so I am dropping an altitude, and you know what? This point should be midpoint of B and C, which is O. So that means altitude is passing through origin. What does that mean? That A is also in a specific position. We can use the symmetry also. Okay, A will be lying on Y. This line is what? Y is equals to X line. This is your A. So A lie on this and Y is equals to X. Solve it. Y is equals to X. So you put X minus, so X is equals to minus 2 and Y is also minus 2. Minus 2 comma 2. Okay. Minus 2 comma minus 2. This is the point A. Okay. By the way, you might be thinking, ma'am, how come this is minus 2 comma minus 2? Array, that point will be in third quadrant eventually. Okay. Imagine about that. So this point, this is how this will look like. Not this. A will be here. Okay. Minus 2 comma minus 2. But you know what? We can actually carry on by this graph also. Okay, minus 2 comma minus 2. Now area of the triangle ABC is what they are looking for. Can you just tell me this? Can you just tell me this length? So this length will be, ma'am, square root of 4 plus 4. So square root of 8. So this is 2 root 2. And this is nothing but A. This is also A. Okay. And this is nothing but 2A, because equilateral triangle, side I am assuming 2A, or what you can do is not go with A, 2A. What you can do is A by 2 you can do. So this is A, and this is A by 2, A by 2. Okay. And area of equilateral triangle is root 3 by 4 side square. I just need A square. That's it. Okay. So over here now apply Pythagoras. A square is equals to A square by 4 plus this is what? 8. So clearly 3A square by 4 is equals to 8. A square is equals to 8 4s are 32 by 3. Okay. So this is root 3 by 4 into 32 by 3. 4 8s are. So 8 root 3 by 3. 8 root 3 by 3. One more time if you rationalize now. So you're going to get this 8 by root 3. Option D is absolutely correct. Ma'am, why not the triangle be in the third quadrant? Arey, triangle is in the third quadrant only, Kumar. Triangle is in the third quadrant. Can you see minus 2 comma 2 is not lying in the first quadrant? But I didn't know that, so I plotted it here. You plotted in the next thing, but the geometry will be same, the answer will be same. Okay, all right. I told you also now that minus 2 comma 2 is here. This is not the way. Minus 2 comma minus 2. So everything will happen over here. Okay, I just use a random equilateral triangle to apply Pythagoras theorem. Tell me one thing. The triangle is here or the triangle is here. The Pythagoras theorem to will be same, na? Right? It will not depend on the coordinates. Right? Okay. Next question, next question. Ready for the next question? Yes? Alright. If the locus of the point whose distances from this and this are in the ratio 5:4, I think this is a pure solving question. I'm going to quickly finish it off. Okay. Locus of the point, let's say h comma k, whose distance from 2 comma 1. So h minus 2 whole square plus k minus 1 whole square. Okay, this is the distance. Square root is also there upon. Okay, ratio. They are saying a ratio. So this is h minus now 1 whole square plus k minus 3 whole square is nothing but what? 25/4. Okay, because we have squared also. All right. Yes. Now cross multiply. You will get an equation involving x square y square c. This is how it is. Can you see? Open it. Cross multiply, replace h by x and k by y. Keep on solving. Okay, do not make any calculation mistake. You will get this equation. If you compare it with the given equation, right? Can you see ax square plus by square? Clearly, a and b both are 9. Okay. Then we have cxy plus dx plus ey plus 170. Cxy. xy is not there, so c is 0. dx, d14 and e 118. This is 170 as it is. You have a, b, c, d, e, right? Now you just have to calculate the expression. Now I think this question I am leaving it up to you. Okay. Ma'am, how did you find the coordinates of A, ma'am? Coordinates of A I found by solving two equations now. See, understand. They are saying that A is lying on this line. Okay. And I am saying that A is lying on the y is equals to x line because of the symmetricity. I told you na that how B and C are the symmetric. Okay. And how in equilateral triangle, if you draw a perpendicular, it is a median. That means this is the midpoint of BC, which is origin. Because of symmetricity, O is the midpoint of BC. What does that mean? That this line, this perpendicular is actually passing through origin. Passing through origin and perpendicular, if this line is y is equals to minus x, this line will be y is equals to x. If this line is y is equals to minus x, this line will be y is equals to x, right or wrong? Because it is passing through origin and the slope is 1. So you can write the equation also. Think about it. So A point lies on this line and this line. So we just solved these two lines and got the coordinates of x. Right? Yes, Master Knight, got it now? How did we get? Because A is passing through two lines. Intersection point of these two is going to give me coordinates of A. And done. Okay. Alrighty. Yes. The next question on your screen is this. Okay. The straight lines L1 and L2 pass through the origin and trisect the line segment of L between the axes. Okay. So let's understand. Again, trisection is also a concept which is not very rare. Okay. So this is your line, correct? If you put x is equals to 0, you are going to get 0, 9. If you put y is equals to 0, you are going to get 5, 0. And you know what this is? These are the 2 points. Okay. M1 and M2 are the slopes of line L1 and L2. Okay. So M1 and M2. So suppose this is M1, this is M2. So this line is y is equals to m2x and this is y is equals to m1x, correct? Point of trisection. All I need is these 2 points, that's it. Section formula, very easy question. Can you actually see? This is trisectional, so 1:1. Can you actually, sorry, this is 1:1:1. So this is actually 2, right? See, 0, 9 and this point 1:2 and 5, 0. Okay, so this is going to be what? This point we can calculate, which is 0 into 2, 0, 5 by 3, comma, 9 2s are 18 plus 0, 9 2s are 18 plus 0, 18 by 3. So this is going to be 5 by 3, 6, 5 by 3, 6. Okay, this is the point. Now can I calculate this? See, this is the slope, 0, 0. Slope calculate. 6 upon 5 by 3, 6, 18 by 5. Y is equals to 18 by 5. X. This is your M2. Similarly, you can find this, okay, middle point of these two. Midpoint also you can use, 2:1 also you can use. Your call, how you want to go about it, okay. Okay, another thing, now see, solve, find this. How will you find this? 5 by 3 plus 5 by 2. So this point will be 5 by 3 plus 5 by 2 and comma 6 plus 0 by 2. So 3. 5 3s are 15, 15 plus 5 is 20. 5 3s are 15, 15 plus 5 is 20, 20 by 6. 20 by 6 is what? 10 by 3. So this is your 10 by 3. 10 by 3, 3. 10 by 3, 3. Yes or no? 10 by 3, 3 is the point. Now again, slope. So this is going to be 3 upon 10 by 3. So 9 by 10. Correct? So slope M1 is what? 9 by 10. M2 is what? 18 by 5. So 9 by 10 plus 18 by 5 is your answer. Correct? Y is equals to this. Okay. And the point of intersection of this with L lies on. Okay. This with L. So first of all, this. So 18 into 2, 36. 36 plus 9, 45. 45 by 10. So 45 by 10, 9 by 2. 9 by 2x. Y is equals to 9 by 2x. And this line, if you are going to solve, see, I am going to show it to you. See, M1 and M2 we have calculated. I hope you know how we have calculated M1 and M2. So this is y is equals to 9 by 2x. Now as per the question, line 1 and this line, intersection point, we need to figure out. And then in all the options we need to satisfy, that's it. So this is the line 9x plus 5y is equals to 45. Put the value of y, get the value of x. X is this, y is this. Okay. 10 by 7 comma 45 by 7 is getting satisfied by which line? So you need to put in all the options in order to get the option. So y minus x. Straight line questions are lengthy. I agree on it. I agree. So option C is absolutely right. But sometimes, see, it depends also. It depends. Okay. All right. Next question ready? How many of you are next question ready? Yes, this is the last question, my dear students. We are actually done. Okay. 1 hour. We are doing 10 questions. Good. Okay. See, these two lines, actually 3 lines, are concurrent. And the image of point 1, 2 in the line 2x minus 3y plus lambda is what image is given? 57 by 13, minus 40 by 13. Okay. Now, please understand that one way is to find, see, very easy. See, understand. If a point is given and a line is given, then calculation of image is a lengthy thing. But point and image is given. Think about it. Common sense, physics, you have studied. Image and point, midpoint, equidistance. Remember, this is mirror. So object and image are equidistant from each other. That means this point is the midpoint of these two. So if I can calculate midpoint and then satisfy this in this line, we can easily get lambda. Ninja technique to get lambda very easily. Okay. So first of all, find the midpoint. So ma'am, midpoint will be what? 57 by 13 plus 1 by 2, comma, minus 40 by 13 plus 2 by 2. Okay. So 57 plus 13. So it is going to be 70 by 2 into 13. So that is going to be 35 by 13. So 35 by 13 is the midpoint. And you know what? 26 minus 40. So 34 by 13. 17 by 13. Okay, 17 by 13 with a negative sign. Let me check. Let me check the coordinates. So 35 by 13, comma, minus 7. Not 17. Minus 7 by 13, right? Check. Is it minus 7 by 13? 13 twos are 26. So 14. Absolutely. 14. Correct. Okay, so this is how it is. Now put this point in this line. So 2 times 35 by 13 minus 3 times minus 7 by 13 plus lambda is equals to 0. Okay. So this is 70 plus 21 plus lambda plus 13 lambda. Right? Plus 13 lambda is equals to 0. So this is 81 is equals to minus 13 lambda. 3 7s 81. Sorry, 91. Clearly lambda is coming out as minus 7. Lambda is minus 7, my dear students. Once lambda is out, then I think we need to apply the condition of concurrency. What's the condition of concurrency? 3 minus 4 minus alpha. 8 minus 11 minus 33. 2 minus 3 and lambda is minus 7. This is equals to 0. If you are going to solve it and get the value of lambda alpha, slightly lengthy, but yes, get the value of alpha. So alpha from here you are going to get, I have already calculated, alpha is 13. Alpha is 13, lambda is minus 7. So this is going to be 91, right? 13 sevens are 91. Modulus is already there. So option A is absolutely right. Okay. And this marks the last question. This marks the last question of the day. And you know what? I'll be giving you one homework question. I'll be giving you one homework question. Okay. One easy homework question. Not easy, but yes, not very calculative that you're not able to calculate the answer. Not heavy on calculation, heavy on the concept. Okay. In triangle ABC, suppose y is equals to x is the equation of bisector of the angle B and the equation of side AC is given. Okay, first of all, see, this is how it is, ABC. Y is equals to x is the equation of, so this is y is equals to x, which is angle bisector. So this is y is equals to x, angle bisector, which is bisector of the angle B. Equation of side AC is also given to you. Okay, and 2AB is equals to BC. This is also given, 2AB is equals to BC. So BC is double, right? What does that mean? BC is double. If this is A, this is going to be 2A. Okay. The points A and B are respectively, A and B are also given. A is 4, 6 and B is alpha, beta, and they want the coordinates of B. They want the coordinates of B. Okay. All right. AC side equation is also given to you, by the way. And yes, AC equation. Can you do one thing? You can assume, okay, I'm going to give you hint. Okay, algorithm I am going to give you. Please understand. Can you assume coordinates of C? Coordinates of C, because AC equation is right there, no? Coordinates of C will be what? It could be H comma. Now you know what? Y is 2h minus 2. So this is coordinates of C. But ma'am, how to calculate h? Let me tell you. Over here, C coordinates are given, right? Okay. Now please understand, this is very interesting. See, if this is a triangle and this is the angle bisector. Okay. So if this side and this side ratio, suppose this is A is to B. If this and this is A is to B, so this and this is also A is to B ratio. If length of this is A, length of B is this, na? Then you know what? These two sides are A is to B. Similarly, can you see? This is your A, this is your 2A. So this and this ratio, I can see 1 is to 2 ratio. 1 is to 2 ratio. Okay, so this is 1 is to 2 ratio. So we all know, so this point over here, and this is h comma 2h minus 2. Now apply the section formula. Using section formula, na, you are going to get this using section formula, right? This coordinate you can get. See, you have only two unknowns. Suppose I am marking this as A is already taken, B comma B. B comma B is this coordinate, correct? Now, if you apply section formula, what will happen, ma'am? B is equals to 4 2s are 8 plus h upon, it is going to be 3. Similarly, from here, B will be what? B will be 6 2s are 12 plus 2h minus 2 whole upon 3. Okay. So, can you see two equations, two unknowns? So, B also you can calculate and H also you can calculate, right? B and H both, my dear students. So, that means you have got your C point as well. You have got your B point as well. Okay. So, once you have got your C point and B point, okay, this though you don't want, only C point. Now, you know what you can do is distance you can, ratio you can equate. Once you have your C coordinate, na, so this upon this is what? 2 by 1 distance, right? This upon this is 2 by 1. I'll show you the solution also. See, I was like, okay, I'll give it to you as a homework, but you know what? This is how it is. So, first of all, the C coordinate is what? Minus 2 comma minus 6. That you can calculate. We have done that, okay? And this is 2 comma 2. B is coming out as 2. This is 4 comma 6. Everything is sorted, okay? Now, you know what? AD and DC is what? 1 is to 2. See, 1 is to 2 I told you, na. So, this ratio also you can actually do. AD upon DC is 1 is to 2. So, AD upon DC is 1 is to 2. 4 minus alpha. No. You just calculate the distance and you will get the answer. Okay, I think we are done. Okay. Yes. So, we are done with today's session. Now, tomorrow, most probably, ma'am, we want PNC problem solving. Yes, I am going to take PNC session. Do not worry. Now, tomorrow, I think not mine, but chemistry session will definitely be there. So, the 6 a.m. continuity, if you want to maintain, comment continuity in the chat box. Okay, if you feel that, ma'am, this continuity should be there. Okay, if you want us to take regular morning class, because you know what, gradually. Ma'am, if you, while you're teaching, I'm getting the idea on how to solve the question during my mock test, I'm unable to solve it because, Kumar, you are seeing and understanding it. So, your understanding is there, but your ability to solve the problem is not there. So, how will it come? After this session, if you are going to solve, you on your own, without watching my solution, without help, okay? See, understand, Kumar and everybody else, you have learned how to ride a bicycle, right? So, my father used to teach me how to ride a bicycle, okay? And then he used to hold the bicycle from the behind and I used to actually ride the cycle. This was, I was riding the cycle with the help, with the support, Okay, but the moment I feel that he's not holding, I will fall down. I won't be able to ride it. Are you getting my point? If I am there, you feel that it's happening, and it is happening, but with a support. The moment I am going to remove my hand, you will fall down. What to do then? You have to practice it before me. You are directly going in the mock and riding the bicycle. Okay? Fall down before your mock, na? Then eventually mock mein answer marks will come. Chalo, bye bye, see you. Continuity in